have your book.
Any progress on that matter we discussed?
Got your book?
Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this... French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn.
This guy's, You're overreacting a bit, don't you think?
Overreacting? Do you have any idea how many years I spent in... No. You couldn't possibly know, could you? I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted.
This one right here. This one's hilarious. Why did you think the book held the secrets you were looking for?
Bakonu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony.
Hate to raid and run, but you're off to your local comic book shop. Thanks again for everyone that showed up. Thanks for the raid, Extra Epic Honor. Appreciate it. Enjoy the comic book shop. Man, I don't even think we have any of those around here. What's a philosophist? Sure.
Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of the philosophist perversion of Bakonu's thoughts came more than a century after his death.
What is this? Oh. Oh, that's so cool. I kind of want to go with 3. It's just funny. I'm doing it. This has to be some kind of cosmic retribution.
Yes, you're right. Such are the workings of the equation. And I've only my own hubris to blame. I certainly never planned for this contingency. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew.
What's in it for me?
Free spiritual counseling, someone to watch your back, not to mention a grown-up in the party.
I'm 28.
Exactly. I'm pretty handy with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument really. I'm also a passable gun hand if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well.
Spiritual counseling. Are you even a real vicar?
Of course. I'm a vicar who is dedicated to his calling. More dedicated than any other you'll find in this colony. I joined the OSI to help decipher the grand plan. But instead, I ended up the vicar in a prison due to ignorance and politics. Then I came here. Satisfied?
Why'd you get assigned to prison duty?
Most laypeople are not aware of this, but we've not discovered any new insights into the plan for a long, long time. I had an idea that we should welcome the truth, no matter where we found it. I had the worse idea to share my thoughts with a superior. And that's the long and short of it. So, what do you think?
Sounds good. Let's go.
Fantastic. Let me get my things in order and I'll catch up with you.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery, and to leave this place behind. I shall see you on the ship, Captain, whenever you're ready to leave Emerald Vale.
Your reputation with a faction has changed if enemies are hostile, but your reputation isn't kill on sight. Leaving for a few days will calm things down. Suck a foo. The people of Halcyon have short memories. It's kind of funny. He said that, you know, he was handy with a weapon. Can you only have one person in your party at one time? Feels like
Something got you down?
should have more.
You're not a big drinker, are you?
Got Ludwig's secret weapon. Doesn't seem worth it to me. Right, does it show up as stolen? No. This was totally not worth it. Not worth it in the slightest. Okay, so I picked up a new homie on the ship. Not quite what I had in mind. I don't know if I want echoes of craziness going on, but you know, whatever.
Bring us honor, soldier.
I found the package you mentioned.
Feast your eyes, soldier. This here's a genuine Spacer's Choice injury customizing unit, designed to deliver a lethal blast of electrical discharge. I call it the Hand of the Law. You ever want to see a mechanical flailing around like a grounded fish? You stick a couple thousand volts in its guts. With compliments from old Ludwig.
So what's next?
Time's come for you to journey down into the black heart of the enemy's camp. I'm talking about the old geothermal plant. Unfortunately, the old plant lies outside my board-given jurisdiction. You'll need to get a passcode from the boss, Reed Thompson.
Don't worry about that. I've already got the passcode from Reed.
I've been after a passcode for years. Boss said no on account of my gross incompetence with all matters related to security. I need you to get us the brain of a mechanical. Well, not exactly a brain. Anatomically speaking, what we're looking for is a logic module.
What are you planning?
Don't tell anyone, all right? I've got a contact. A real expert in the inner workings of the automaton. We are gonna rip those mechanical secrets right out of their circuits.
Edgewater's in the middle of nowhere. You don't have a contact.
Well, excuse me. What I meant was I'm going to get a contact. I didn't know I had to be all prissy about my grammar around you.
How am I supposed to get one of these logic modules?
There's the rub. If a mechanical breaks down, the logic module fries, so you can't rip one out of its corpse. You're gonna have to find an intact model somehow.
Parvati, is a logic module something you can help with?
I don't reckon so. I work with gears and pistons and such. Stuff you can put hands to. Computers and mechanical brains are outside my ken.
You know, she names the mechanicals she fixes. Calls them Bess and Clancy and so on. You keep a careful eye on her. Could be a sympathizer.
Seems simple enough.
If you die horribly, I will pour out a can of Zero-G to your memory.
That guy is hilarious. Very bad at keeping risky information secure too. Like why he didn't get the passcode. Yeah, he sure is something, isn't he? He sure is something. But he's funny to me. You know, he's just like, I want the mechanicals dead. He's automaton, sucker food. You know, he's got some character to him. I can get behind that.
Been eating nothing but salt tuna.
I've never actually
Constable.
been in here. Seemed scary from the out.
Something to report?
I'm here to turn in a bounty.
We pay by the finger. What do you have for me? Gil Antrim. Real name, Guillaume. Duly processed by a freelancer on behalf of Spacer's Choice. I remember him. Was just a kid last I saw him. Shame. I'll just need your signature here, 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 and here. Got any more fingers for me?
Oh, 500 bit cartridges? Let's go.
Mabel Burgess. Age 37. Right or left-handed? Let's just say no longer applicable. I remember Doc Burgess. Conducted my physical every fiscal quarter. Guess she couldn't keep her hands off her patient's medicine. Still one outstanding bounty. If you've got a finger, I've got the paperwork. Here we are. Bertie Cotton. Cause of death. Let's just say overwhelming physical trauma. Bert was the local preacher before Max took over. Always was quick to remind us that we all get what we deserve in the end. Well, that's all three. I must remember to requisition some more fingerprint ink. Here's all the compensation you've earned, plus a bonus.
Junior Deputy Constable's badge. What's this, Junior Deputy Constable?
You've done such a bang-up job hunting down our former workers that I thought it only proper to deputize you. Congratulations.
How did so many of your people end up marauders?
Let me stop you there. It is official Spacer's Choice policy that all marauders, regardless of prior affiliation to the Spacer's Choice brand, no longer qualify as our people.
That doesn't really answer my question.
Marauders are folk who lost the will to keep working, wandered out into the wilds and gave into their baser instincts. Not everyone's cut out to work in Edgewater. Some turn deserter, some turn marauder. None of them get my sympathy.
Marauders seem to like Adrenatime.
Everybody likes Adrenatime. It is the finest medical drug ever developed by Spacer's Choice. Much better than that crap Anti-Cleo pedals. Sure, a little too much Adrenatime can bring out the violent animal in you, but if overdosing on Adrenatime turns you into a lunatic, you have only yourself to blame. Says so right on the warning label. Violent psychosis is a well-documented and legally accounted for side effect of Adrenatime.
Huge twist, you played and finished this game, a Western RPG. Really, Mr. JRPG? Really, really? Now that's a shocker. There was something else I wanted to ask you.
What's on your mind?
I don't think I should give... Oh, goodbye. I don't think I should give her the medicine. I need to decide, am I going to give the medicine to Esther? Am I going to give the medicine to Martin? Esther, Martin, or the constable? What do you think? You're no help.
I've got some time.
What do you do here?
Oh, I'm an actuary. That means I keep tabs on a worker's living expenses. How much it costs to feed, clothe, shelter, bury, and replace your average human worker. Technically, I'm employed by the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources.
Doesn't look like I'm gonna get any help here.
Oh, sweet merciful law. A marauder's in my domicile.
Hey, take it easy. I'm not a marauder.
Oh, wait. It's just you. Yours killed me with fright. At least I know I ain't hallucinating. You need something?
You're taking an awful risk trusting me, you know.
I know that. But I got nobody else to turn to. Reed would have wrote me up. Constable would have locked me up and wrote me up. Could have gone to see the good vicar, but I never did find my courage.
He was the original partitioner, so I'm gonna give it to him. Here's the medicine.
Let's see it. Don't keep us waiting.
Esther tells me you have a tendency towards hypochondria.
I don't know what that means. Is that some sort of medical condition? Is my plague getting worse or something?
That didn't lead me down any path that was helpful. Thought maybe we could beat him down something that... whatever.
Sweet life-giving nostrum. The first hit's always the best. Scratched together all the bits I had around the domicile. It ain't as much as you deserve, but it's all I got.
I mean, it's experience. I risked my life to save yours, Abernathy.
You're wringing the blood out of me. Here, you can have whatever's in my pockets.
See you around. Look at this. You still got weapon parts in here. You're lucky I don't chop your head off right now. Yeah, y'all thought I was gonna do it.
I've got some time.
Abernathy needed that medicine, so I let him have it.
I can't say I'm pleased, but what's done is done.
Okay. Great, I believe that is all of those quests. So... I need to deliver the message to Adelaide. So that is the quest that I shall be working on. This one. And the queen.
Keep your wits about you, friend.
Keep your feet on the ground. If you're still around, Mr. JRPG, what were your thoughts on this game? Not every day you get to see Mr. JRPG playing a Western RPG. Let alone a first-person shooter-esque one. Whatever that is, it looks crazy.
If you're hungry, Stefan's got supplies.
Got an axe,
Oh gosh, it's so pretty.
and I'm not afraid to use it.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
You must be Adelaide.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Is this your greenhouse?
No, dear. The garden belongs to us all. Life is the gift of the universe, and the universe yields its bounty equally, absent of prejudice.
I'm surprised you managed to grow anything out here.
The soil around the Vale went sour years ago, but I found a way to sweeten it back up. The secret recipe is a little bit of elbow grease, a dash of love, and a heaping pile of special fertilizer.
Looks like you've made a home for yourself out here.
A home for anyone who's ever turned their backs on Edgewater. A home for those of us with nowhere left to go and nothing to lose. So, like the spores of the puffball, cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil, we put down new roots.
Why did you leave your old home?
It is an unpleasant story, dear. But the short of it is that sometimes one wakes up and realizes the place that was once her home for much of her life has changed. The home in which we spent our lives has left us behind, and so we must move on. And that is as much as I will say on the subject.
Reed sent me to make peace with you.
Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
You're living off power that belongs to the town. Come back to the cannery. That's about it.
Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
Reed asked me to divert your power over to him. He mentioned a geothermal plant.
He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
Your camp has a power regulator. I need it to repair my ship.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
What have you got against the town?
You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scrap Spacer's Choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
I don't much like you throwing that in her face to get me on your side.
I'm all right. I ain't so fragile.
That was unkind of me. I'm sorry, dear.
Yeah, buckle. What do you have against people trying to make a living?
It's not much of a living. Every single person in that town has sold themselves to Spacer's Choice. The company owns them. Body, blood, and bones. You've been there. You've seen it. All anyone ever does is toil over a cannery. They give their lives for some heartless corporation, and then they're tossed into a Spacer's Choice brand cemetery.
Let's say I help you. What happens to Edgewater?
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
Think Reed's just trying to spite you?
You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it.
I'll consider it.
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
I will consider it. Most likely I will, actually. Help out the homie. But, you know, I am a spacefaring individual. I'm willing to seek out multiple options. Hack 15 bypass. First entry. Gonna need some powerful fertilizer. Let me see. Interesting. Environmental notes. I want to know. There has to be a catch. This town right here is not just like, oh, happy good times. Let's see. From its original conception as a gear in the soulless automaton, a greenhouse may look impressive. They shall become a nursery. see. Secret to a rich and wholesome garden is love, attention, compassion, and the natural fertilizer bursting with organic materials, just as nature intended it. I just have this feeling that she's killing people and using them as fertilizer. And I'm not getting any indication of that. Only you can protect fourth quarter profits. I didn't steal nothing. It ain't stealing it. Nobody catches you. In this game, anyways. Rizzo's Purple Berry Punch. This town even has like a weird music to it. Zoe's journal. Tucking away some of Adelaide's food, and I've got some spare cans of salt tuna. Oh, I think Zoe's the girl that we just talked to. Gonna be great. Look out, Terra 2 Bandit Queen Zoe's original story has just begun. Gonna have a whole gang of marauders at my beck and call. Maybe I can even score some Rizzos. The oh, I can sleep? Interesting. What does that do? Resting in a bed is relaxing and moves time forward. In supernova difficulty, you can only rest in your bed on the ship. What does moving time forward do? Terra on Monarch. 12 amazing episodes featuring real monsters from the doomed world.
Hey, that's against... What do you think you're doing?
I was just leaving.
Do what you want, I guess.
Sucker. Where'd that guy come from? No way he saw me. Hey, Stefan.
You hungry? We got canid ribs, canid flank, canid snout too. Something I can help you with?
What are you selling?
Fresh off the limb, and that includes canid meat.
Your merchant skill is equal to the value of your best dialogue skill and is used to negotiate when buying and selling from vendors. Holy cow. Why is this so expensive? That gives science +5. Alright, we have to buy that. They gasp. I'm a leather. Mods that I don't even know anything about. This does 192 DPS, which is a lot. It has an extendo sight. It has 25% extra weapon range. It uses heavy ammo, which is a problem. But it's also a handgun. I only have an 8% discount? See here. All the junk. What could be more scientific than a beanie? Exactly. You know, it keeps all the hair in, inside. That's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Repair. You charge a lot for repairing. I can repair on my own. Alright, I don't think I'm going to be buying anything else from this person. Apparently I can't buy heavy ammo from him either. He had some light ammo. Would at least be kind of helpful. Guess this allows me to buy back. Alright. Let's do this level up here. Gonna keep going in that direction. At some point I'm gonna have to get this ability to dodge. Alright. Ah, yes. Once you get it to 50, you have to... Oh, man. Then we got science at 50. This one right here is not very useful. Really curious about that. Okay, keep that. Now on to perks. We need 5 of the previous perks to do that. 100% additional ammo stock from vendors, consumable and general stock. %, vendor prices down. That's probably helpful. Recharge rate, your max. It would either be this one, or it would be, let's just do this. Check out reputation. Apparently we have, oh, because I think they caught me stealing. We have a little bit of negative there. Fine. The board. Okay. Vendor prices are reduced by 15%. That's not going to last very long because it's looking like I'm going to be diverting power and killing them all. Nobody saw anything. I can talk to the chicken. Somebody's gonna see that. And they're gonna get mad and I'll have to talk my way out of it. It's not worth it, you know? Okay. Anybody else here?
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
If you're hungry, Stefan's got supplies.
I was about to say, can't even pick up apples off the ground without stealing. But I guess if it's on the floor, it's free game. But if it's not on the floor, what do the apples do? A lot of apples. Ooh, look at you. Okay. I didn't take no apples. Not a dang one. Oh, got mines out here?
Keep your wits about you, friend.
Keep your feet on the ground. This is where I would take your power, I'm guessing. Maybe not.
If you're hungry, Stefan's got supplies.
They're on the floor. The only reason I'm picking up these apples is because they can replace the flour that I have. Okay. Doesn't look like there's anybody else that I can talk to here.
I told Thomas to holler if he saw anyone sneaking in around the back. I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
What's your problem?
Armed strangers wandering into my camp for one. Some of my camp wandering out for another.
Who's been wandering out of your camp?
Got anything in you besides questions? No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
Upbeat, a little strange, loves Rizzos. Yeah, I met Zoe. She was in a marauder camp.
Thank the Eternal. Wait, marauder camp? Is she all right?
You mean in the head, or?
Zoe's family. Chiding her is our purview, not yours. If you could bring her home, I'd be obliged. And if you could cross off some marauders on the way, I'd be much obliged.
Got questions about Zoe.
I'll tell you what I can.
How well do you know her?
Well enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does.
Seems so personable. Can't imagine how you didn't get on with her.
She was lazy and thoughtless, but she's still one of our own.
Change the subject.
What is it?
I'm out. Looks like a nice rifle there. I have to come for that. I wonder what happens if I kill the chicken. Mr. Stefan.
Something I can help you with?
Old one of your numbers gone missing.
You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off.
What happened on the day Zoe disappeared?
Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions.
I've only asked one question. Well, maybe two. Tell me a little about Zoe.
Zoe was always obsessed with this serial. Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her.
Was she acting strange before she disappeared?
Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd.
What was that surprising about Zoe?
The other day I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day.
Any chance you can lend me that copy of the Masked Marketeer?
Not much of a chance, no. Mind if I ask why you're interested?
Zoe's living with marauders nearby. I need something to tempt her back to camp.
Zoe's living with marauders? Yeah, that sounds like the sort of sideways, sprat-brained plan Zoe'd come up with. Yeah, it could be you're telling the truth. Or maybe you're trying to wheedle me into relinquishing my only copy of the Masked Marketeer. It's a collector's edition after all.
Look at my face. Do I look like I give a darn about your show?
Yeah, you're probably right. A true fan would have displayed a gleam in their eye upon hearing the words Collector's Edition. Here you go. Latest copy of the Masked Marketeer. Tell Zoe we're all waiting on her.
Got some more questions.
I'll help if I can.
I'm out. Alright, is this actually something that I can sell? Oh, look at this. I didn't know you could do this. This is my badge. I'm a deputy. Constable. Alright, can anyone read those codes? I sure can't. Alrighty. I'll get this weird lady back. Yeah, I believe she is over here. Oh, no, she's over there. I could have just normally walked over there. Now I gotta walk over there. Taking a long time, but I found some fat loots. Worth. Apparently I didn't come this way, and therefore, well, either I did and I just didn't relieve them of their gear, or I didn't come this way. Guessing I forgot. The doors are open. And maybe I didn't come this way. Might have like cut across the mountain or something. Alrighty, where you're at, little lady. There you are.
What I wouldn't do for a Wentworth.
I've been sent to find you.
Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong.
I like that. Stefan told me about your favorite cereal.
So you tracked me down just to gab about the mass marketeer? I am impressed.
Stefan wanted to watch this with you.
I see what's going on here. I'm being bribed. Well, it's working. I can't say no to my favorite cereal. I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is going to be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
Bye. The fabulous Fraser Bro of the Hammersmith Thunder.
What is it?
I talked Zoe into coming back.
We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway?
She joined up with a band of marauders. They hadn't hurt her.
Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things. You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
Can stop being a Sogofu. Let's fast travel to the geothermal plant. That right there seems like an enemy. Not so nice enemy. Alrighty, well, we have reached the 5-hour mark for today's stream, so I think this is a good time to call it quits. So yeah, thanks for watching, appreciate it. I'll be back tomorrow, 7 a.m. Pacific, to continue with some more of the Outer Worlds. You know, I'm intrigued by the game. I feel like going science right now is the worst possible start for this game, but you know, maybe it'll pay off in the end. We'll see. But yeah, let me see if anybody is streaming. Looks like the answer to that question is no. Unsurprisingly, it is no. Surprisingly, it is no. But yeah, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. See ya the next time I see you. Peace.